Hi, this is Kellie Nightlinger with Wild Woman Outdoors. I wanted to take a few minutes to explain who I am and why I am shooting YouTube videos for those of you who do not know me and are just being introduced to me through the cyber world. I grew up in a rural area outside of Midland, Michigan. I grew up with family that had several hundred wooded acres, mostly adjoining woodlots, and I would run barefoot through those woodlots, and I knew every deer trail there and would fall asleep and wake up with wild animals next to me, and was definitely the true spirit of a tomboy. And as I grew up, I started to engage more and more into the outdoors. I attended Lake Superior State University in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, near the Canadian border, and there I partook in a lot of outdoor activities, and including small game hunting and big game hunting. And I also grew up in a family of deer hunters, and we also had a family deer processing plant at our family property where we processed our own deer. So I grew up processing animals and hunting and eating them and learning how to prepare wild game. And after college, I started a career in law enforcement, and I served in various capacities for 19 and a half years in Michigan as a law enforcement officer, and the last 12 and a half years as a Michigan conservation officer. And in my capacity as a Michigan conservation officer, I preserved and protected and defended native plants and animals of Michigan as well as people. And my primary objective was conservation, law enforcement, which meant that I educated the public on conservation-related laws and sometimes took enforcement action to protect species that were protected under law. And it was an extraordinary job, and one of my favorite things was educating children. I taught hunter safety, boater safety, off-road vehicle safety, and hunter safety for 12 and a half years. And I really enjoy engaging the youth into the out of doors. And I also enjoyed teaching various activities at sportsmen's clubs and working at shooting ranges and things like that, and volunteering my time at the UP State Fair at the UP Pocket Park, where I helped to teach children shooting skills and archery skills, and sometimes helped out teaching them some fishing tips as well. And for 8 years, I was an adventure guide where I took people hunting and shore fishing and spelunking and snorkeling shipwrecks and kayaking around the Great Lakes of Michigan. And I also started a youth camp approximately 7 years ago for children who have lost a parent, they've been in foster care, or they've been abused, or they suffer a disability. And this has been the true passion of my life. I feel like up to this point it's been the meaning of my life. And in this youth camp, I teach adventure-based skills to youth, helping to engage them in the wild and the outdoors, and hopefully leaving them with lifelong skills that they can teach through perpetuity through their children and someday their grandchildren. And I believe it's very important to engage in the outdoors, and I find I am happiest in the wilds of the world. So I try to inspire people to get outdoors and go wild, and to also engage themselves in the outdoors. And by my youth camp and my adventure guiding business, I was able to reach quite a few people. However, I felt that there was a broader audience that I wanted to reach. And that's why I reached out and started wildwomanoutdoors.com. And it's a survival and adventure-based website that I started. I, up to this point, haven't made any money at it. It's just an educational site and an inspirational site, and I'll be adding to that as I go along with more inspirational adventures and also more education on survival and other tips that I come across, such as hunting and fishing, where I share some of my experiences. I never profess to know everything about survival or adventures or hunting or fishing. I only want to teach what I do know, and my biggest hope is to inspire other people to learn new things and to branch out and to go beyond what they thought they could do and follow their wildest dreams. A lot of people give up on themselves and they're not sure of the things that they can do and they just don't do it. So I try to inspire people that you can do anything that you set your mind to. You can overcome all obstacles and all adversity if you have the will to do so. If you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you're right. So don't give up on yourself. You can always do it. And also, by me starting these YouTube videos on my YouTube channel, they're raw, they're unedited. I don't proclaim to be a videographer. And again, I don't proclaim to be an expert on much of anything other than maybe antler shed hunting. But I like to share what I do know and share my adventures, so hopefully it'll inspire other people to get outdoors and go wild and follow their wildest dreams. So hopefully today you know a little bit more about me and my background and where I've come from. Currently, I'm living in Alaska on a boat on the ocean, and it's an extraordinary experience. And my most recent job has been as a hard rock underground miner for a gold, lead, silver, and zinc mine, where I work with over 300 employees, and I'm the only female underground hard rock miner. I'm actually a heavy equipment operator, where I operate heavy haul trucks, bulldozers, loaders, jammers, tractors, and other various equipment, helping in the process of retrieving waste, which is leftover rock that is not ore, and also backfilling the cement and waste tails combination into voided mined areas so that the surrounding areas can be mined for gold, lead, silver, or zinc. However, I just quit that job to take on a wonderful opportunity to film a survival show in the wild, and I can't describe a lot of the details of the show until after it airs, but I believe that this will springboard into other wonderful opportunities where I hope to continue my mission of inspiring other people to get outdoors and go beyond their wildest dreams and expand their horizons and learn new things, learn new outdoor activities, and learn new survival skills and broaden their horizons. So I hope you enjoyed this little introduction of who I am for those who don't know me, and I hope to see you real soon. Thanks for your time, and get outdoors and go wild.